the answer to this question might surprise you and might not be the answer that you expected, right? So many people ask themselves, when is the best time to manifest, right? When is the best time to imagine? When is the best time to shift? Is it after waking up? Is it before going to bed? Is it in between your day? What is that best time that you can utilize? And again, like I said, the answer will surprise you. It's not a typical time that I'm going to name you right now, but it is something very interesting that once you understand this, you will never have to wait for the perfect time to manifest and to shift. So let's dive right into this video right now. So the best times to realign yourself is after you reacted, right? The best times to shift, the best times to move within, the best times to imagine an end state, right? The best times to visualize, the best times to take a deep breath, take a step back, zooming out of the situation, becoming aware again, and then realigning yourself, then aligning yourself again into that state in which you want to be in. The best time to do that is after you reacted, when you noticed that you just reacted as you would not react would you be in the state of the wish fulfilled. So those moments of reacting, right? A circumstance happens, circumstances always happen, right? But a circumstance there that you react to, that you feel triggered about, usually are seen as negative, right? People usually try to avoid triggers. People usually try to not get triggered and not react. Although those are the moments we notice that we are not in the desired state. So it's not a problem when you reacted. This is more like a gift. This is more like actually really good that you even notice that, because then you have the chance to realign, right? Or you spiral down the trigger, or you stay in the old state. That decision is up to you. But when you are triggered, when you react to something that can show you, hey, why do I have this reaction? Would I still have this reaction if I would be in my desired state? If I would be who I desire to be, would I then still react? No. So most people try to escape their triggers, although our triggers reveal to us a desire, and they give us the opportunity to outgrow our present level of self. So triggers are not something bad. Reactions to life are not something bad. You hear many people out there tell you, hey, just don't react, right? Be non-reactive to life. Don't react. But I would say reactions are pretty automatic based on a state that you're in right now. A response, that is conscious, right? If we are conscious and then something happens and we can consciously respond, and we can decide from which state do we respond to the situation. There's a big difference on reactions and responses. Reactions, I would say, are automatic based on the state we're in this moment. Responding is if we are already aware, the situation happens, and then we respond to it from our preferred state. But if you do react, and let's just say that reaction in a sense shocked you, or is a reaction that you don't like, the circumstance triggers you and you don't like that, there's nothing wrong with that. You can only be triggered by something, you can only react to something because things are currently not the way you want them to be, because there is already a desire present. What is the desire behind that reaction? What is the desire behind that trigger? Right? Let's just say you look at your bank account and you react, your throat gets tight and you don't want to look at it. You try to avoid looking at your bank account, but then you see it and you have this strong reaction towards it. Is the reaction here a problem? No. But that reaction reveals a desire, probably, because you would not react that way if your bank account would be amazing, right? If your bank account would show you the amount of money, or let's just say the financial abundance that you desire. So would you be in that state, would you be in the state of financial abundance, financial stability, then this reaction would not be possible, right? Our reactions come from our state. And also Neville said that the number one indicator to show us in which state we dwell is our reactions to life, right? We should observe them. They reveal where we dwell within. And again, the best time to manifest, the best time to shift is when we notice that, hey, our reactions do not match the state of the wish fulfilled, right? So the question is, who would you be so that the previous trigger no longer exists, right? And who would you be? What would need to be the circumstance so that there would be no trigger any longer possible, that there would be no reaction any longer possible, right? So if you are the financially abundant person and you see your current bank account and the numbers are not looking that nice, but if you are within consciousness, you're fully dwelling in that state, and then you look at the present facts of life, that would no longer trigger you. You would no longer have that reaction. which is a sign that you have moved in consciousness, that the inner man, the inner woman is already dwelling in a state of the wish fulfilled. Right? So who would you be where that trigger would fall away? Who would you be where that reaction would no longer be possible? That is your answer to whenever you react. That shows you, hey, things are right now not the way I want them to be, but what would need to be the case? Who would I need to be where this trigger would not even any longer be possible, where this reaction would no longer even be possible? Well, I would be my desired self. I would have my desired circumstances. And that is an inner state we can now shift into. Then it is reflected also in the circumstances. Right? But remember, the 3 core fundamental principles of the law of assumption are self-observation, right? And not only self-observation, because it is important that this is an uncritical self-observation, that you don't judge yourself, that you don't blame yourselves for the states you've fallen into, that you don't blame yourself when you have reacted. Right? Uncritical self-observation, definition of fame, and detachment. But what are we observing? What are we observing? We observe our inner self-talk. We observe our present reactions to life. And if they don't match, if we, let's just say we shift into this state of financial abundance, the next day we get a bill and we still react towards it and we still feel triggered about it and we still feel like, why is this there? Well, that is, definitely a sign that in that moment we're not dwelling in a state of the wish fulfilled. But that's a gift because you have noticed that, hey, right now I've reacted a way that I would not have reacted if I would be in my wish fulfilled. So now let me realign. Right? That's the best moment. The best time is when you notice that you reacted. The best time is when you noticed that you have inner self-talk and something is going on. You dwell not in the state of the wish fulfilled. Right? Definition of fame means we define who we want to be, what our desire is. And then detachment means we detach from the old state by identifying ourselves with the desired state, with the desired version of ourselves. Right? Those are the 3 fundamental principles of the law of assumption. If you want to learn more about them, if you want to learn how to apply them in your life, if you want to learn how to adopt them for your present desires, you can check out my program. Second link in the video description and pinned comments. Right? So the answer, right? The best moment to invest your time, the best moment to realign yourself is now. It's always the present moment. Right? So first of all, I would not postpone, I would not delay that inner shift. Once you notice that you've fallen out of your desired state, once you notice that you reacted not out of your wish fulfilled state, but you reacted out of the where is it, and you reacted out of the desiring state, the best moment is now. Wait, taking a step back, taking a pause, zooming out, and then selecting consciously the desired state and not getting too entangled and losing yourself in that reaction and spiraling on it and blaming yourself for, oh my God, why have I reacted right now? No, that might happen. That happens to all of us. It happens to me that I react. But then I see, hey, when would this reaction no longer be there? If I would be my desired self, if I would have my desired circumstances. Let me now realign into that state where I feel as though this is the case. Let me now imagine something that implies that I'm now in my desired self. Boom, you can test that. If right now you're triggered by something or you are reactive towards what now happens in your life, you close your eyes, you maneuver within, you shift within, you realign yourself within, you make that inner shift, you place the inner man in the wish fulfilled. Right, you imagine the end state, you shift within to the end state, and then you open your eyes again. You should notice that the same facts that previously triggered you, the same external facts that previously made you react, are now no longer doing it. Why? Because your reactions are coming from your inner state. Your reactions are not having anything to do with what is happening now. We all would react subjectively towards what is happening. Maybe there is a bad news in the media. Someone is super chill and it's like, yeah, I'm not affected. Someone else is really reactive. So it's not about what is. Based on where you dwelling within, you react differently towards what is. And if, let's just say, your bank account shows you red numbers, the partner is not responding, the partner is not there yet, you have a health symptom, your lifestyle is not the way you want it to be, your business is not the way you want it to be, whatever it is, well, then if you move within to the end state, and then you look at the same thing, it can no longer trigger you. You can no longer react towards it because you have shifted within to the end state. And in the wish fulfilled state where you, let's just say, know yourself to be successful, then if you see, okay, there's something unsuccessful on the outside right now, it will no longer do anything to you because, again, your reactions are determined by your inner state and where you dwell within. They come from your state. So noticing that your reactions are, or that you reacted towards something, simply is a sign that you're in that moment not in your desired state. So that's a great opportunity that you can take to align back to your desired state. What would imply it is done. Taking a break, resting as awareness, becoming calm, calming your mind, and then again diving into the wish fulfilled via an imaginative experience, via I remember when, via giving thanks to, like, in a sense, your higher self that it is already done. Whatever method you prefer. If you need help with finding the right method for you, the right manifestation approach for you, again, I can also help you with that and really find out which way is perfect for your specific use case, right? If it's revision, we can find that out together. That happens in my program again if you want that. But that is the best moment, right? To invest your time is always now. Where do you dwell now? Where do you dwell now? You go out, you speak with people, you react. Oh, okay. Afterwards, who would I be if that would have not triggered me? Boom, shift back into the end state. And I made 2 videos about this, or those subjects that I would recommend you here to watch after this video right now. And the first is called Manifestation Time Investment, right? How to invest your time when you manifest the best way possible. Because it's always the question, right? How do we invest our time? What is the best thing that I can do to invest to get my results as quick as possible, right? What is the best investment you can make in yourself to manifest your goals in a predictable way, and also as soon as possible? Watch the video to learn that. And also, if you are still getting triggered, and a trigger is like a subject that you want to learn more about, you want to stop getting triggered, you want to understand why you get triggered, what those triggers reveal, how to stop getting triggered. I also made a video about that, which I will link, so you will find that in this video description thing when you click this little eye in the corner, and I will bring you to those 2 videos. I will definitely link them. You will also find them on my channel. And that is it for today's video, right? So to conclude, to summarize, the best times to realign yourself, the best times to manifest, the best times to imagine is when you noticed that you're not in your wish fulfilled state, right? Yes, at the evening it's amazing before going to bed, of course. Yes, after waking up from like this blank slate perspective, as though you were just born, as though you would have not have any history. You're just there. Who do I want to be? Who do I decide to be? These are also amazing times, but just in general, the bigger picture, really the best times are when you notice, hey, something is, I'm not really aligned to who I want to be, to what I want to have. And then you shift into that. Let me know if that made sense, right? If you need any further help, let me know in the comments. You can check out my program. You find that in the video description. And I'll speak to you in the next one. Bye, guys.